the Skyrim DAWNGUARD DLC. This is gonna be part 6. Today, I'm gonna be sneaking around to start this. And we're supposed to be getting these stupid Dwimmer schematics for this crossbow. Alright, seriously guys, now that we are done with that, we can pretty much go ahead and start killing all these dumb idiots of enemies. And you know, here we go. So in the last video I felt really stupid because at one point I was saying that there was a massive ridiculous amount of enemies in the last place where we were supposed to get these Dwimmer schematics, but no, that was not right. It was this place, Swindler Den. This place has so many enemies, it's retarded. Just wait till you see this. Here we go. Here's a couple down low. I was gonna try to see if I can get a shot off, and I missed, of course. So it's whatever. And once again, here comes my Serena, who's going to totally blow my cover and get us detected. But it doesn't really matter because I don't really need to sneak attack to kill these guys. But it is nice to be able to kill them in one shot. But it's whatever. Anyway, though, yeah, this place is. This place is not hard. I wouldn't say this place is hard. I would just say that it's annoying. That's for sure. It's very annoying, just because of the sheer amount of enemies. I mean, at first you're just kind of looking at, okay, there's a decent amount of enemies. This is kind of crazy. And then pretty much when you get into this room right here is when you notice that it's not just a decent amount of enemies, it's a massive amount. Look at this. This is ridiculous. The best tip for doing this, for pretty much dealing with this whole room on any level, doesn't really matter, level 3 or to all the way level 81, is to pretty much just stand in this hallway. If you stand in this hallway, all the enemies have to come to you. And if they come to you, then you just destroy them as they come. Now I'm going to be using the crossbow. You could be using a sword or something. It'd be a lot easier to fight them in the small little tunnel with a sword than it would be with a arrow, with a a bow or an arrow or something. But yeah, you know, there is a ton of enemies, and you can easily die, especially on a harder difficulty like Master, if you run into the room being blinded. Because you're going to be hit by magic, by arrows, by swords, by axes, by hammers. It's amazing. There's so many enemies. I don't really know how many enemies are in this place, but I would estimate probably about 50, just because as of right now I've probably already killed about 20 of them. And there's still more, probably more than 20. I really don't know. But here's going to be, like, that's the magic caster up top. He's actually going to really be annoying if you run into the room. You should definitely deal with him as soon as possible. And as right now, yeah, everything's pretty much dead. There's going to be a couple enemies left, just roaming around. But the main thing we're doing here, if you didn't catch it, is that we're just trying to get this schematic for, I think her name's Serena. No, not Serena, but I don't know her name. It's some woman in the DAWNGUARD who wants us to find all these crossbow, all the crossbow stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Now this episode is actually going to be just pretty much dealing with this quest, which is to get the crossbow thing, the quest for killing the vampires that the one guy wanted us to do, and actually, no. It's a really stupid and ridiculous quest is the one that the guy wants us to do. It's really, really dumb. And then the final quest is going to be rescuing the other guy who, well, not rescuing him, but finding some other guy. I know, you'll just have to wait to see because it's confusing. But I really don't know none of these people's names, so that's probably the main reason. Alright, so here's where the schematic is. A lot of other goodies in here if you want to take them. I'm not going to bother, I don't need them, so now we can just pretty much leave. I think the exit should be somewhere out here. Hopefully, there's gonna be more enemies, of course. Yeah, but yeah, this is probably, in my opinion, the most enemies I've ever seen in one like little cave or something in this game. I've never seen that many enemies before. I'm assuming this is just designed to be like that. All right, so there's the exit. So now we can pretty much just progress. So let's go ahead and Let's see what we're gonna do here. Yeah, we're gonna kill the Night Master Vampire. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, this one is actually really easy. We're just gonna go kill some vampires. Pretty standard stuff. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. The only thing you have to do is run over here. Like, I haven't found this location yet, but if you just fast travel somewhere close to it, all you gotta do is just run over to it. And there's gonna be some vampires outside, just chilling, and just go ahead and take them out. And the main thing you have to do here is actually go inside and kill the master vampire. The guy told us that it'd be better just to kill them all. There's really not that many of them. He makes it seem like it's going to be a whole nest of vampires, but it's really not. It's just these guys outside, and I think like 2 inside. And that's really it. Like, that's all you really have to kill.
What did you need?
Alright. So let's go ahead and go inside now. It's a little trap door here. Pretty much like a little vampire hideout. Pretty cool, I guess. And we can pretty much kill him. Anyway, guys, like I said, I really did enjoy. I have already beat the DAWNGUARD DLC, but I really did enjoy it. I definitely think it's probably worth it. A lot of people, they kind of overlook the DLC in some ways. Like, to me, I think that if I was to start over, it would be a lot more enjoyable. Not saying that doing the DLC at a low level would be enjoyable, because that really doesn't matter. What would be enjoyable, though, is just the fact that a lot of the enemies in the game change because of this DLC. And there's a lot of new cool stuff, like this crossbow. I would love to use this crossbow and use the Vampire Lord perk or whatever. Yeah, this is pretty much where the Master Vampire is. I think besides the undead guys here, he's the only enemy in this room. But, like I was saying, though, yeah, besides the, yeah, so you got the Vampire Lord, I don't know, form, I guess is what you would call it. And you got like all these new weapons and stuff. I would love to use them throughout the whole game. That would be really cool. And not just the DLC. I think that's the thing that people overlook. They just kind of think that you just do the DLC and then you're done, because at this point everyone who has played Skyrim has probably already beat it. It's been out for so long. But it would just be really fun to get the DLC, start over, and just beat the game again. And probably do the DAWNGUARD DLC really quick, like just to get all the new stuff. Why not? And you would have a lot of fun beating the game. So that's my opinion on the matter. I think it's worth it. A lot of people say, oh, it's not worth 20 bucks. It's not like Shivering Islands. It's not an expansion to the game. But in my opinion, Shivering Islands was a DLC. If you guys don't know, it was a DLC for Oblivion, the last Elder Scrolls game. And it was a good DLC. It really was. It was a great DLC. But it was $30, and did I find it to be worth it? Not really, to be honest. I think this is just as good. Now, here's the next place we're gonna be going. This is where we're gonna have to rescue this one guy. He's a priest of Arcade. I just know that. And yeah, he's somewhere around here. It's gonna be a cave or something. It's a new area, I believe. Yeah, right. It's just right up here. We're just gonna have to run up here and find it. But yeah, like I said, I really do think it's worth it. If you guys were thinking about getting it or not thinking about getting it, are you one of the people who didn't really was planning on not getting it? Yeah, I know. I do recommend it. It just would be fun to go ahead and get it and just rebeat the game totally with the DLC stuff. You gotta think, it's not just with all the new weapons and all the new stuff. You can have enjoyment out of that for 100 hours of gameplay if you beat the whole game using the weapons and stuff. That's the way I feel about it, at least. So I don't know, leave a comment, tell me what you think, all that good stuff. I do want to know. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and climb up this mountain. I don't know the legitimate way to get up here, but I love to climb mountains in Skyrim or in any game like this just because I don't know, like it's fun to me, I guess, as weird as that might sound. Alright, as we approach over here, we can see that something's up, and let's go and go inside and investigate this area. Now, from what we were told, the Vigilance of Stendar, they actually preside here, and this guy is among them. So that's all we know at this point, and we just gotta investigate and see what's going on here, to see if he's inside and will he help the DAWNGUARD out. Alright, so right away as you come in here, you will notice that there's a guy, and I don't know if he was hostile or not, but then all of a sudden, so I was like, oh, well, no, yeah, he was hostile, so let's go ahead and kill this dude. he's a charmed vigilant. So I don't know what was wrong with these people. I don't really know if they even explain it, but it seems like they were under vampire control. That would make a lot of sense because they're charmed, and vampires tend to charm people. But they don't really, I don't think they openly ever tell you, like, why they were hostile and why they did what they did. I don't really know. We'll have to see when we finally get to the guy, because I really can't remember. But yeah, I don't think they ever do explain it to you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and progress to this stuff. It's pretty much just a little mine area. There's going to be a lot of these guys just roaming around. Going to go ahead and shoot this dude in the back. And continue to sneak. The good thing, one of the good things about this is that when you... And that was an epic fail miss right there. When you do sneak around, you can't actually detect enemies that you might not have known about. Because if you shoot a guy and you kill him, your little hidden detection thing might go up, and it's just gonna like let you know that there's gonna be more enemies in the area. Like I said, sneaking really does not matter much, though. You don't have to do it. If you just go ahead and make really, really good weapons, you just kill everything on any difficulty in like 1 or 2 hits. So it really doesn't matter. And some of you guys probably are wondering, is it fun to play the game with really overpowered stuff? Oh hell yeah, it is. You know, it's what it is. I mean, here's the thing: is even though if you wanted a if you wanted a challenge, then of course, yeah, making really overpowered weapons and armor would make the game a lot less challenging. But at the same time, it's all legitimate. It's not any cheats. It's not any glitches. They put everything in the game for you to do, and it just really comes down to you doing it. So, and especially on this file. On this file, it's 100% legitimate. Everything. There was no little like glitches or tricks used to upgrade any of this stuff. So, why not use what they put in the game? That's pretty much the way I roll. I love to make something extremely overpowered, extremely broken, and just have fun with it. That's kind of like what I do. Like that's what I'm known for doing in every one of my videos for Mass Effect, for my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, for my Skyrim videos. All this stuff is I'm really just known for being overpowered. Like they need to nerf me in some games just because I'm so overpowered. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue to progress. Pretty much still looking around. There's gonna be a bridge up here with some more enemies. I'm just going to take this guy out. One shot to the face pretty much will do it. Give me another chick over here. It's so much easier to kill these people when they actually don't have crossbows. They just have swords or whatever, because they won't dodge you. That's really the problem with any bow or magic is, yeah, people will dodge the crap out of you with a ranged weapon or magic in the game compared to a melee weapon. It's a lot easier, honestly, just to run up and smack a dude with in the face with a sword or something than it is to shoot him with an arrow. But I just find it'll be a lot more fun to use a bow. There's gonna be some dogs here. You always gotta feel a little bit shitty killing dogs in games, especially if they're not mutated and evil. That's the one thing I was trying to figure out. Like, why were these dogs hostile? Like, I understand. Let me see here. Were they charmed as well? And that was pretty epic. Serena just owned the crap out of that dog. I'm not gonna lie. That was really, really funny. Alright. Go ahead and progress down here. Just pretty much keep going. There's another charmed vigilance down here. You gotta, like I said, it's really weird about these people. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if were they charmed by a vampire or were they charmed by this guy. I don't know. I think you're able to ask the guy what's good, and I don't know if he tells you or not. All right, so now we're gonna go through this door. This is pretty much it's gonna be lead to where the guy is gonna be. There's gonna be some enemies here though, I do believe. Alright, so we're just gonna run over here. Check this out. Nothing over here, I don't think. Pretty much nothing over there either. Alright, here we go. That's gotta be something. Alright, so as we roam down here, we'll see some more enemies. Let's go in. Actually, you know what? I just realized something. Yes, they were turned by a vampire. The vampire is in this room. Wow. Maybe this was... No, I don't know who this was. I hate it when they give names to the NPCs. I wish they would never give names to these people. Especially the ones you're just going to kill anyway. Because this is obviously a vampire. Like, having a name on her, that's cool. But it gets really confusing sometimes when you have, like, allies or something. Especially a lot of them when they all have names. Because you don't really know who you're hitting and who you're not. And in this DLC, there is a moment where it's really, really confusing. But, alright, so now that they're dead, we can pretty much go over here and open the gate for this guy.
I knew RK would save me.
Go in and talk to him and see what's going on.
And he sent you. You are a very welcome addition to this dreary place, my friend. I owe both you and RK a great deal. I'm sure I'll manage to repay him later. But you, what can I do to thank you? I suppose I could. What, pray tell, is there? Isran, my help? Is this some kind of a joke? Did RK put you up to this? Isran's done nothing but mock me. He's never given me the respect I deserve. Look, I've just got myself out of quite a mess here, in case you haven't noticed. And while I appreciate your help, What's that? No, that's not what I... Yes, but... Are you sure? Really? Fine. RK says it's a good idea for me to go. I don't agree. But he's not the sort of fellow you can just ignore. I'll see you at Fort DAWNGUARD then. Don't worry. RK will show me the way.
Yes?
Alright, so now we're done with that. And he's agreed to come with us. As you can tell, he's kind of crazy, I guess. He talks to Arcane. I mean, we all know that people who talk to gods are normally insane, but it's whatever. Alright, so now we can just go down this way. I think this is an easier way out. And there's going to be some goodies. There's got to be some goodies over here. Let's see. Yep, there's a chest here. Let's see what's in it. Yeah, I mean, there's so many flawless gems. There's so many gems in this DLC. I think by the end of it, I should have actually looked, but I think I probably collected about 100 gems throughout this DLC. It was incredible how many you get. And the only thing you can really use them for, besides a couple dumb quests, is to make jewelry and stuff. And I mean, is that really worth it? I don't know. Alright, so now we can go down here. I don't really know where this goes. I'm assuming this is just a way out. This really weird spiral staircase. So, oh, yeah, it's a door to Skyrim, so that's pretty much a shortcut out. There's always something like that in every little dungeon. Just putting that out there, guys. If you're ever in anywhere in this game, they normally put a back door somewhere at the end, just so you can get out really quickly. So just always look there. Alright, so I'm going to cut ahead to the fort and pretty much run over here and talk to these people and tell them that I have completed their dumb little quest.
Very good. Though I suspect there's more wherever.
Alright, so I can tell him about how I killed a vampire.
I've located the whereabouts of a vampire masquerading as a common
Ask
citizen.
him, does he need help with anything?
And dispose of. Tread lightly. The law is unaware of the danger and will treat you as a criminal if you are caught.
Okay. Yeah,
Alas,
this is
vampire can
really
cloud the minds of
annoying
those he
quest, I'm
preys
not gonna
upon.
lie.
It won't be easy to convince anyone he's other than he appears. The law will require proof that we can't present, and Jarls disapprove of bloodshed they haven't called for themselves. Best not to damage our reputation. Let your actions be as discreet as possible. Vampires enjoy stalking their prey. Passing among us undetected emboldens them, makes them feel powerful, untouchable. But we'll put a swift end to that. The light be with you. This is fine for now,
Alright.
but we can't stay home.
So that's pretty much done. Pretty much this next quest from him is really annoying. There's a guy posing as a citizen in one of the towns, and you gotta go and kill him discreetly.
Can't wait.
I'll get into that in a second. It's really dumb.
This diagram explains how to fashion a bolt that will send a jolt of shock through whatever it... Testing this will require some... Here, let me show you how... I'll have some for sale soon. I'm starting to think you like this as much as I do. Here's the location of the next set of dormer diagrams. Thanks. Here's everything I have. Sorry there isn't more.
Alrighty, so she just gave us the quest to find the Dwemer, or the Dwarven crossbow, which is amazing. Like, it's so awesome. I mean, well, here's your issue, is that the Dwarven crossbow is awesome, but you will get an enhanced Dwarven crossbow. So don't get confused. Like, just do the first one, then do the second one, and after you do the second one, she's done. There's no more quests from her. Alright, well, I was going to end the episode here, but I'm actually not, because the next episode is going to be extremely long. So we're going to go ahead and complete these two dumb quests for these people real quick. Now, this is ridiculous. Like I said, it is so... I could not figure out a way to kill this guy discreetly at all. He is walking around with the town. He's never not around people. He never sleeps. He's a vampire. So the only way I knew how to do it, and not like... I wanted to do it the way that they meant the quest to be done, which was discreetly, like to not get a bounty. And to do that, yeah, I'm just gonna become a vampire. Not a vampire, but a werewolf. Why not? By becoming a werewolf, if no one sees you become a werewolf, your identity is protected. Hopefully, she will not kill that guy. I don't think she does. I really hope she doesn't, but... Yeah, if you become a werewolf, everyone in town will try to attack you and kill you. They don't know who you are, though, as long as they don't see you become a werewolf. So now I'm going to be able to run into Windhelm here and pretty much take this guy out, hopefully, and not kill anyone in the process. That would not be good. I would never want to kill random people. In Skyrim, that's never a good idea, or in any game like Fallout or Skyrim, it's never a good idea to kill any people in town or anything, because they could potentially have something to do. I mean, I don't know. It's really up to you. I just don't like killing innocent people in video games. But all right, so the guy's gonna be over here. Sometimes he's gonna be in this little bar or tavern. Sometimes he's gonna be walking around the streets. Like I said, I literally thought it was impossible to kill him discreetly. I tried everything. I tried to get on top of the map, like on the top of the city, to pretty much just turn invisible and shoot him with an arrow from really far away. They still knew it was me. And also, if you have Serena with you, she'll start to attack everyone in town, and you don't want that either. It's terrible if that happens. So here's the guy right here. So, I mean, if you're not a werewolf, this could be a little challenging. I'm not gonna lie, you might. But like I told you earlier in the playthrough, I do recommend being a werewolf for this whole thing, just so you avoid getting the vampire disease, because that would just be really annoying to have to constantly cure the vampire disease over and over again. And I hate getting diseases in Skyrim. I feel like I fail or something if I get a disease. Alright, but now he's dead, so that is what's up. And now it's time for the Great Escape. I mean, it really is time for the Great Escape. Now, you only can be a werewolf for so long, and at this point, I felt like my werewolf thing was pretty much running out, so I have to really rush here and try to get out of town. Anytime you ever need to kill somebody in a town, and for Dark Brotherhood quests or anything, this technique does work. Just become a werewolf outside of town, run in the town, kill the person that you need to kill, and then just run like hell to get out. Now I was really confused right here. I know there's like a lower docks area that you can leave through and just jump in the water and run away, but I couldn't find it. And just to avoid the risk of becoming human again with them seeing you, because if they see you, they will put a bounty out for you because they know you're a werewolf. So you do not want them to see you transform at all. And to pretty much escape this, I'm gonna have to jump off this bridge. It's gonna be very close, so I'm not gonna lie. This really is the Great Escape. But it was really the only way I could figure out how to do this. I like to do the quest the way that the developers designed the quest to be done. And in this case, I just couldn't figure it out, honestly, guys. You guys can maybe leave me a comment and tell me another way to do it. But, yeah. Now, I didn't want to jump down there because that would have been death. So I needed to find a good spot. But as you can tell right now, my screen is flickering because I'm about to become human again. Don't want that to happen, so I have to hurry up and take a mad leap. Oh, pimp. I thought that was super, super pimp. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, right as I get outside of town, I become human. So, talk about one close call, man. That was so close. And yeah, my chick is ugly as hell. I know. It's so hard to make a chick look good in Skyrim. Like, honestly, the characters look so ugly in this game. Especially if you're not human. Because she's an elf or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and now do the next quest real quick, which is going to be retrieving this Dwemer crossbow. And this is also going to contain another very epic moment. I mean, the end of this whole episode, it's just gonna be epic. It's amazing. But alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out my crossbow right here. Now there was kind of an epic fail. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's gonna be this little random enemy right here, and I'm gonna go inside. And as I go inside, I got to deal with the loading screen or whatever. But I have a big problem with this game, and I have a big problem with a lot of games. I don't know if it's my Xbox. I don't know if it's just a game like this, but these games always freeze on me. They freeze on me in the worst spots. And throughout this playthrough, you will see multiple times where my game will freeze on me. It happened like 3 times, I think, throughout this whole DLC. But yeah, right here, boom, game frozen, Xbox frozen. Had to turn it off and pretty much start over. So pretty much just cut it ahead right to where I was after loading it or whatever. And yeah, so there's going to be these 2 bandits here. I'm going to kill one right away. Take a shot. Miss that guy. Don't know how. And then take another shot. And yeah. Whoa. That was just, my jaw was open when that happened. I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god. Like, that is insane. Because it really was. That was awesome. Amazing. And yeah, it's definitely going to go down as one of the most epic, probably the most epic crossbow kill I get this entire playthrough, to be honest. And later on, I'm going to get some pretty awesome epic ones. But that one right there was definitely the most epic. Alright, so now we pretty much have to progress through this area and find this schematic. It should be pretty easy, though. I'm just going to go ahead and take a jump off of the bridge to save some time and kill these next 2 enemies. I think these bandits are super, super weak. I mean, I really do. I think there's really no tough enemies in this area for the most part. And yeah, so the schematic's just going to be right down here. So that was easy enough, I guess.
Is someone there?
Alright, go ahead and kill this guy. I really wish I could have got some headshots. I don't know. Like, it just sucks. Like, I want to see epic arrow kill cams with just headshots. That's what I would love to see. But I didn't really get many of them, unfortunately. Alright, so this one's going to be behind a locked door. It's really easy to pick. And here we go. So now we got the dwarven crossbow schematic. So now we can make a dwarven crossbow. Go ahead and do that real quick if you guys want. But this pretty much will be the end of the episode. So I just want to put that out there. This will be the end of the episode. Even though I'm just... In the next video, though, I will be doing pretty much the next quest, which is continue the main quest, and it's going to be in the castle. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. Please comment, please like, please subscribe, and like always, have a nice day.